doot. Doot doot doot. All right, let me get some. I'm hearing an echo through your stuff, by the way.
I'll get in the other room. I know how you get. You are so picky, but no, it's important. I never think it's a big deal at the time, when I hear other people's streams, and it's absolutely appalling.
Yeah, when we echo, it's not a problem. People should just deal with it. But then when you hear an echo on someone else's stream, it's like, oh my gosh, unprofessional.
It's the worst thing in the world. I know, I know, I know.
Yeah. That's why
Oh,
I'm not nagging you only because I like to nag you. It's just I don't want the stream to be for people that want to listen. I don't want to be like, hey guys, welcome to something that you want to enjoy, and you can't because we don't care enough.
no, I have that problem where if I can't see you, you must not be real. So I have to be in the same room as you when I talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't understand how microphones work.
Sometime I'll teach you all
All right,
about
let me see if you're on
object
YouTube or
permanence.
YouTube is.
I think YouTube.
I don't even
decided to
remember
work
that
today.
word. Oh, good. More work for me. Lovely. Great.
Lovely, great. More people can see us. Perfect.
No, we're live. No, you know why. I love them.
And we're continuing
To
to.
be fair, I like seeing the YouTube channel. What?
Oh, go ahead. We got the. Now that we're not
Anyway,
in the same room, we have the
I
classic
like-
reply leg, of course.
No, I know. I like how on YouTube I can see everything in real time when you work, because on Picardo there's that huge delay.
Yeah. It's like I like Picardo because it lets you color whatever you want. There's not all the content restrictions. Not that we always have to have the content restrictions, but it's still it's like gigantic corporate platform of YouTube, some limitations. Nice little indie platform of Picardo. It's got some advantages, but also of course it doesn't have the technological firepower of YouTube behind it. So there is more reply lag.
Isn't it true that Picardo doesn't have a problem with copyright music and it's the YouTube that flips out? Twitch?
Yeah, I think YouTube has like that quote unquote service that will algorithmically scrub every last piece of content and then like report and automatically flag and demonetize and like account strike you if it detects any music that has ever been put into CD Baby or something. And that fabulous service that is so helpful and so nice doesn't exist on Picardo. So there's stuff about Picardo that's just a little more comfortable, a little more casual. But again, it doesn't have the 10 trillion zillion dollar servers that Alphabet has, so they have a little more reply lag.
Yeah. I know somebody who was using Tiger Dial and they were doing all of their iTunes music on there.
Tiger
They're not
Dial.
having any problems with copyright, but then Tiger Dial doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, like, what was that, like 5 or 6 years ago?
No, it was like 2.
2. They were around even a couple of years ago. Wow.
Yeah, they were just kind of out there. But they shut down eventually, and I forget where my friend moved to, but I'm content, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunately when it comes to streaming and video websites and stuff, it is pretty hard to compete with the entrenched big gigantoid corporations.
Debone a chicken sounds hard. Well, I don't know what that's about, but normally they just come like that, so.
Not if you buy a whole, like, chicken. It's got all the bones in there. But then the best way, in my opinion, to debone a chicken or a duck is put it into soup and then
Your
poof.
face.
It's soup.
Oh. You could use your mouth. But, I mean, what we do is when there's extra meat on the duck or the chicken, we just peel it off, put it in a bowl, and do it by hand. But Dave always likes to just dip it in apple cider vinegar and melt the whole thing.
Yeah, put it in
Eat the
soup,
entire thing.
simmer it, and then it just becomes delicious bone soup. Some of the bones even get soft enough, like parts of the bones you can just like yum yum yum, like munch it up, and it's almost mealy. It's not even hard anymore. Which is a good source of calcium, but don't do that to bones that are still all rigid, because, you know, it's not a good idea to swallow hard, solid objects. Pro tip.
No, it's really bad for alligators too. It can mess up their innards if they eat chicken bones like
Well,
that.
yeah, especially chicken bones, because chicken bones, I guess, tend to splinter.
They
which-
shatter. Yep.
Which apparently, I guess beef bones don't really do that so much, because I've never heard that warning about beef bones.
He, the outsider, has decided that everyone here is dispensable except for V and Bobby.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we have a red shirts convention going on.
Yeah, that's Cinder's list here is who's going to die tomorrow.
Cinder's list is like, all right, which characters are, we gotta check which of you have plot armor, which of you are in the main status, and which of you are in the side character status, you might make it, and then some of you, we've never heard your names in the story before, and we're gonna have you give a brief scene talking about your retirement next week, and you know what that means, so here we go.
Robert says he has huge news. I'm kind of interested.
Cool, huge news from Roberter. What's can you say it in chat? What's the news?
Oh, he went, well, yeah, he can. He went to St. Petersburg on the previous weekend to have some deal. And I don't know what deal is, but it's very nice he went on a vacation.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Good news. I've seen photos of like, whenever I hear St. Petersburg, I just think of like the cool, I forget, what do they call those like really neat spiral domes? They look like something out of Candyland, but the castles.
Yes.
Well, no, they're not like minarets, I don't think, but they're a really interesting sort of domed architecture that just looks cool.
Oh, good for him. He got fully funded for having concept art professional course for 6 months.
Hey, badass.
Because Robert studies art a lot, so good for you.
Good job, Robert. Well, I mean, you've been putting tons of work into like training up your traditional skills and everything else, so I think that is very appropriate, and congratulations. Congratulations to Robert.
PayPal. Well, we can, I don't know, we can hope.
Nope, instead he's becoming an even more incredible artist that you cannot commission.
Yeah. He's leveling up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, so you wanted to commission him
he was
before.
starting to draw more beautiful sites and create stuff.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I hope he brought his sketchbook and sketched some of the things there. That'd be cool. I don't know if he had time though.
Yeah, my version of sketching brilliant architecture is I remember going to like a Ren fair with a sketchbook, and then it's like, you know, I can't visit real castles, but Ren fair, it's kind of close. That was still fun.
I liked the buildings at the Ren Fair. That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the one in Michigan is all like in the woods. They don't have the same like architecture that Ohio had.
They have some of the same architecture. I kind of personally sort of like the in the forest vibe a little more for a Ren Fair, because it's also, there's more shade, so you're not just baking out in the sun all the time, the entire day.
Yeah, it's more of an adventure than like a shopping circle, which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert says there will be less commissions, but his best bro funded him with money to live while studying. Oh, that's lovely.
Beautiful.
Family support. That's great. They believe in you. That's very nice. Maybe they need a commission if you have the time.
Well, congratulations, Robert, on just getting some good art opportunities to level up and keep on creating. It's fantastic.
All right. Let me do something over here. Yeah.
And on the docket today, of course, I'm just trying to get this started this page last stream, so I'm just continuing on it. And then on the side, probably after the stream is done, I've got my drawing board set up, and I'm doing a bunch of Kill Gear references, because as it turns out, they're pretty detailed, and I thought that each character would customize theirs in a different way, so they're all a little bit different. And it's at that time where it's like, you know what, if I want to actually draw these with minimal friction, and if Liz is going to be color blocking them, where she actually has some way to know what the colors are supposed to be, it's time to buckle down and make ref sheets.
Oh, that.
Yeah, but I'm on the last one now.
What? I've got some side work to do, but I think that's going to be my day. Although I am kind of waiting for all the kill gears to come in so I can knock out my pages and get all my colors at once.
Yeah, that sounds like it makes
So it's
sense.
your fault. Those aren't done.
It's David's fault. He didn't go fast enough.
Nah. Alright, so what animal is whip based on?
I would say very vaguely maybe a jerboa or a kangaroo rat, and then there's a little bit of shark in there. So
I think so.
typical Dreamkeeper mishmash of several things.
Do some dreamkeepers have venom and poison glands because they're part animal? I've never seen that, honestly.
I would say it's probably
Although,
it
you
strikes
know,
me as something that would be rare but possible.
I see that with the powers. I think Pepito has something with that in his power.
Yeah, Pepito has like a
So
toxic
I think
shock
that's
power where he
come in.
basically like a poison dart frog. Pepito, when his power is active, he touches you, and then however he wants to poison you, that has occurred. He can knock people out if he wants. He can, as we saw in Volume 5, he can knock them out permanently if he wants. So that's his little ability. He looks so cute though. See, he's just such a bright-eyed little guy.
Okay. All right. Hey, with your bottom building here, I looked on the other page, and I don't think there's just solid blue sky back there. I think that's rock.
There's not. It's a placeholder.
Okay, good. I saw some gradients, and I got scared that you forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, it's gonna be the proper cliffy color back there. I'm just doing a pass on the detail darks right now.
Oh, it's all going into Robert's project that he showed us before, so his friend makes an investment in it. That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Well, when we get closer to Captain's log, I will ask you again if there's anything you'd be okay sharing with us that we can put in the video.
Yeah, I think I want to get... I don't think there's time to do one before Halloween, because Halloween's coming up real fast now. But after Halloween, I want to get another Captain's log out. I should probably start being a little more...
Best because, what?
I was going to say, I should probably start being a little more, like, I don't know, systematic about... Maybe I should even put, like, some announcement in the Dream Corps, like, hey, if you guys, there's anything that you think would be cool to feature in Captain's log, let me know. Because otherwise I'm just sort of, like, blindly trying to remember... Like, oh, did I see something cool? Where was it? I don't know. You know, it's not quite optimal when we rely on David's memory and him being like with it, as they say.
Are you admitting that Captain's log is not professional and you've got other things you could do?
It's the Captain's log. It's as professional as the captain. Let's leave it at that.
Oh God.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see. Mammo has this idea of creating an abridged series of Volume 1, animating the scenes as cursed, with lots of perverted jokes, swearing, alcohol, and comment, complete disrespect to the original source. That sounds like YouTube poop, if you know what that is. If you've ever seen the YouTube poop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
YouTube
Hazel will
poop's
be here in
gonna
a
funny.
sec. But anyway, I don't know if we've ever had a real YouTube poop, so that we're fine with that. That'd be great. I want that on YouTube. Show me if you do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Watch your ratings though, because YouTube or Twitter gets funny about that.
I think that would just fall into the category of table props. So like there we go. I think that would fall into our general category of like fan art, where it's like, oh, if you're making something and it's fan art and you're not like mass producing copies of anything to sell, then we're just gonna be like, hey, cool, fan art, thumbs up. That's generally how we work.
No, I know. I like to see it. All right.
It's fun.
Are there any indicators of poison like Bobby's bright colors? I would say no. They think Bobby is poisonous. No, that's character design. We don't know.
Yeah,
anything
generally
to
there's
do character
there's such
design.
a range of colors and bright colors on all these characters in the dream world that bright coloration isn't on a Dreamkeeper. It's not necessarily biological shorthand for poison, because there's just so many characters that are brightly colored anyways that and almost all of them are not poisonous.
I'm being told an abridged series is different than a YouTube poop. Well, I think it depends on the content and if it's on YouTube. But that
Oh no, like I've seen like Dragon Ball Z abridged before. Those are really funny. Basically, it's like you know how Dragon Ball Z has tons of filler, and takes a long time.
Oh, okay. I'm getting an explanation.
Yeah, it literally cuts out the filler of some anime stuff. And then it also is a little more like irreverent with the source material. Like instead of just like one for one trying to make a recreation of it, they might like throw a lot more jokes and satire, a little bit of parody in there. They take, you know, they take liberties to just like have fun with it, basically.
I could handle that. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that.
I will
Won't
say,
be offended, Dave.
oh no, not visibly, but beneath the surface I will boil with jealousy. How dare they have fun with the thing that I am having fun with? I'm the only fun one that can have the fun. I think that's the way. If I want to be like an official online artist, I need to have fits of jealous rage. When there's anything that's just a teeny tiny bit out of my control, that's the way to be.
And block profiles that are suspicious to you, even though they've never talked to you.
Blocked.
If somebody looks weird to you, you should block them.
That's what I do for my morning calisthenics. It's
They're
like
gonna
I don't
generally
do
wake up
cardio. I go on a blocking
Oh.
spree on social media.
Yeah, if you don't block 3 people in the morning, what did you even do that day? Wake up, block 3 people in blue sky, you know.
I'm not even like
Yeah,
against.
Genevieve wake up from a hangover.
I'm not even like ideologically against blocking accounts if they're obnoxious or you don't want them in your feed or whatever. But you know, there's some people really like to block accounts.
You don't have to talk to them. All you have to do is follow them, and they're like, no followers. Block.
I'll have Genevieve waking up from a hangover. Nice.
All bad dream, and they don't dream, so you know.
The creator here, technically they don't dream because they're already in the dream system, and I don't want to break immersion into that. Like, yeah, I can have an ugly little, like, weird Dave ghost pop up and try to inject asinine lore and just kill him off as soon as you see him. That's what needs to happen every time. Alright, I think I got enough detail darks on the background. And I think I'm going to move into character cell shading next.
Does Center paint his miniatures?
No, he cast them. I don't know if they were 3D printed or like resin cast, but he didn't bother to paint them all. But they made the Revat one pink because that helps him stand out a little more.
It matches his binder.
Like, I'm sorry, he's not the best sculptor, so that's not his forte. Center, he's big into making stuff, but he's not actually the most artistic, strictly speaking.
He whittled them.
Yeah, he whittled them down.
Put an ugly, toothy face. Oh, look at that knife. That looks so stupid.
You gotta
Is
know
that
what
woods
you're.
on there? That guy looks like woods.
Gotta know what you're up against. Actually, let me look at this real quick. I need to actually get the proper colors to match it up. Making the lighting a little bit more intense in this scene. Like late afternoon come through the canvas, so
Alright,
I
you
have an
need to
excuse to warm it up.
Yeah, you accidentally signed that. You've got your signature in the corner again, so you gotta fix that.
I keep on being told I should like sign everything because it's eventually the original art's going out to someone that will want it signed. And then I sign things, and then it's like, you remove your signature, you egotistical freak. And it's like, oh yeah, gotta remove that signature.
Okay,
now.
well, you don't understand the system, idiot. There is a method to the madness, and you just don't know what you're doing.
That's
Listen to
true.
your wife.
That's true, but I'm also gonna act offended. Can I have it both ways?
Okay.
I do not understand, but now I'm going to be angry about being informed that I do not understand. Gonna pull over this grit layer. Oh, I already have a grit layer. Oh, but that's just for the floor. This is different. This is like an overall toning.
Oh,
grit layer.
Mamo says this looks great, and then he's just having a really good time imagining what he's gonna do to Volume 1. Oh, jeez. Well, have fun with your project.
Yeah, like literally have fun with it and make it cool. And yeah, please like bonk me on the head and let me know when it's done and we can check it out because it sounds cool.
YouTube is asking if I read their comment. Yes, we answered that on stream. I hope you didn't mute me or you can't hear this. That's not my fault. I'm not a tech wizard. I don't know what's mute. I mute myself half the time anyway.
It's always a good precaution.
I know. If you say so, basically, Say offensive things all the time. Hope you're on mute. Get caught saying something you didn't mean. Don't apologize. Just say, "Oh, I thought I was muted." Is Parsix jealous he has no tail?
Parsix? Nah, that's just extra fluff. He doesn't need that. Him and Marvin, they're in the No Tails Club.
They've got tight asses, so that's good.
Yeah, that's why their asses are so tight. There's just no room. There's no spare room for a tail to pop out of there.
Ooh, you know what? Next Friday's gonna be really busy. We have the art Halloween thing, and then we also have the regular stream.
Yeah, it's coming up less than a week. We're gonna be doing a lot of streams on Friday. So yeah, if you guys have no plans for Halloween...
So I already agreed to this. Oh.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
3 o'clock.
join us.
We're
We
judging
don't.
the Halloween fan art contest, and I think 7 to 9 we're just streaming like normal Halloween night.
Okay. So the plan is when we stream Friday night, Mama wants to send me an MP4 of Volcano so we can watch it. But I tell him we gotta watch it first to make sure the rating is okay for YouTube and whatever.
Yeah, I mean
And
normally
apparently that's a problem.
normally
Well,
he's fine,
alright,
but we just have to. It's just like good standard practice,
always
because
have.
if we get in the habit of like screening videos that we have no idea what's in the video, one day somebody's gonna like punk us with that. So it's just good to have like it's like a safety heuristic. It's sort of like, you know, treat every gun like it's loaded. Is every gun always loaded? No, but if you just have that precautionary behavior ingrained in you, then it just makes sure that accidents are reduced. So yeah, if you want us to screen a video on stream, we probably should make sure we should probably start looking at them before the stream. Plus that actually lets me get it set up in OBS, because it actually takes a little while of tinkering and plopping the files around, so that way we won't have
There's
so
a
much
lot of
awkward...
tech, and Dave has
yeah.
to figure out how to do it. Yeah, it's not an automatic thing. He has to like load it and like put it in here and this work.
Yeah, put it in the right folder, then tell OBS where the source is, then pull it into the scene, and which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's just, for someone of my IQ, it's quite a bit of work.
You still use pencil and paper, honey.
I know, it doesn't confuse me as much as some of the more technologically advanced things.
Like erasers.
Erasers I don't quite trust. I'm serious though, have you seen, like, they're a necessary evil, sometimes you gotta use an eraser, but man, not all erasing is created equal. Some erasers will be like, hey, let's just take those pencil lines out.
That's your eraser.
But you always run into like those rogue erasers. They're like, I'm going to smear your paper permanently, haha, and then it does exactly that. It just like makes these like giant permanent smudge, and it's like, you're supposed to remove marks, not make them more and larger and worse. What are you doing, renegade? So I'm just saying, there's a lot of.
And then you need to find an eraser to erase what the eraser did, and there's no fixing that. It's ruined.
It's like a hell spiral. It's like, I think that's the 8th circle of hell, Dante's Inferno. There's like these circles of hell based on how evil you've been, and in one of them, your erasers leave marks on paper. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of erasers. The concept of erasers I'm fine with, but the implementation sometimes it leaves a lot to be desired.
Okay, the thing is, if you put heavy metal music on your background stuff, YouTube will copyright strike it. But Dave, do we care about that, or will we do it anyway?
For streams, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think we can still play it, and then if anyone is, watching the stream on YouTube like later, that whole part will just be muted out so they can't hear it. Or like The monetization,
That's
like all like 0 cents will go to Metallica or whoever. So I guess like personally, I don't care.
Yeah, that's
I think
what
it's
it
fine.
is. Oh.
Yeah, so you guys can put whatever you
We
want.
don't make money off of the streams. Yeah, we don't make money off of the stream, so when they copyright strike us for your music, it doesn't really affect us at all.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't even think they mute it. They just give no money to Metallica, so whatever.
Metallica, you're gonna get every dime that comes out of this guy's stream. Here come all the dimes. There's none.
Metallica is very disappointed in you, Dave. Why aren't you bigger?
They're just sitting on they're resting on their laurels, waiting for all that Dave stream money to come in when I finally play a Metallica song on my stream. They're gonna be very disappointed.
They're gonna make an alt account, go into the stream and say, Dave, click on this link, and it's their own music, Metallica, and then you accidentally play it. No, my dime!
Fooled by Metallica yet again.
He will have explicit jokes, but nothing political or whatever. Good, because when you put political stuff, it really dates things, you know. That'd be kind of like if you do a video about something Bill Clinton did in Prelude, and it's just like 3 years from now, it's gonna look like, what are you? That's my opinion.
Uh-oh.
So,
OBS just fell apart on me.
oh jeez.
Let me see if I gotta restart the streams anywhere.
Alright.
OBS is like, whoa, we just stubbed our toe real bad. Dropped everything. Are we still working? It looks like we might still be on refreshing Picardo. Yeah, it looks like we're still streaming. It's just I got a weird warning message from OBS that it stubbed its toe. So good to know. It might be about that time of year to reset the, what do you call it? It's not a buffer. Like cycle the router. That's what it is. I haven't cycled the router in a couple of months.
It's not the Goo's fault. Goo didn't do it.
Nah, Chomps didn't. Chomps is innocent. Chomps is totally innocent.
Chomps is always innocent. I was going through my photos, and I have so many photos of her when she was little. It's so cute. Picardo's not working for me for some reason. Are you trying to deal with your router?
I mean, not right now, live on stream. Just probably before we stream again, I'll give it a cycle, power cycle it.
Okay, I'm reloading everything to see what I've got.
I think it should be streaming fine now. It just gave me a warning message before. It stubbed its toe on the internet or something.
Picardo's not loading for me. I don't know what that is.
It's also possible because
Well,
you're on the
working
laptop
for me
in there, so it might just be slow for you.
Oh, I know it is. Yeah, Picardo's just being terrible. I can always watch on YouTube and zoom in. I'll do that. Oh, somebody's having a problem with their ad blocking us. Oh, Robert is gonna have some Spooktober something ready. That's cool.
Hey, cool. Yeah, if there is anybody that was
Oh, they want. They. What?
No, go ahead.
All right. They want more Chomps videos for Captain's logs. Okay, well, you know what? Chomps is under brumation, which is when a Tegu goes into a hibernation for about a month. And she has chosen the worst spot in the room, and the coldest, darkest spot in the room that I can't get her out of to go into brumination for a month. So we have to put a heater there to kind of like keep her going, I think. So there isn't gonna be any videos for her for a while.
Yeah, she's just being melodramatic over there.
I have no idea.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's the internal soundtrack of the Tegu now.
She's under the desk in a corner, and unless you go into one spot, you don't even know she's there. You can't see her, except for one area. You can kind of see a little bit of her, and she's just zonked out completely for a month.
the month of no participation. That's what they call it.
She's like a bear. Tegus, it's weird. The black and white Tegus do it, but the golden Tegus don't.
That's because the golden tegus are directly fueled by Satan.
That is true. They're in the same area, I think, though, but the black and whites do it. I don't know why. Maybe it keeps them nice.
Keeps them nice. Pressing X to doubt that.
Robert might be doing 2 Spooktober projects.
Oh, cool.
Goodness. Show us when they're ready.
Oh, yeah, but that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna.
we have to do a really big captain's log.
That's what I was gonna say was if anyone's like, oh, I'm thinking about entering the Dreamkeepers fan art contest, be sure you do it obviously this week because Halloween is coming up. I think the deadline is the 30th. And if you have questions like
Thursday.
I know most people have heard this already, but if there's someone new in the chat, like, yeah, well, how do I enter though? Like, what are the rules? Like the rules and exactly how to enter and all that jazz is right over there. I put the link in the Picardo chat, dreamkeeperscomic.com/Halloween. So you have everything you need if you want to enter, and it's fun.
Well, the reason the deadline is the 30th because we need a day to organize everything, judge, and then again get everything in the computer system to show it, because it's not like an automatic anything around here. It's systems and technology working against us. It's a battle. There's folders and moving files. It's a production. YouTube wants to know if Paige knows what is happening to Mace after her death. Maybe Paige is reading the books.
I will say we can't really comment on afterlife mechanics too much. It's a mystery to the Dreamkeepers and to us exactly what really goes on. They've got all kinds of like beliefs and theories, but nobody really knows.
We'll have some different beliefs and theories in the lore book, but we are not really going to reveal anything at this time. We can neither confirm nor deny, right, Dave?
Correct. Sounds good. Later, Round Raider, thanks for stopping in. And also, congratulations again.
That's fair. Have a good evening. So I have an idea for you, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about with the Halloween contest for the AI group, we could give them like a little winner tag in the Discord, like if they can't get a prize due to logistics.
Yeah, well, I like that for the winner in any category. Like,
that's what I was going to ask you, is if we can expand it, because there are people like Robert or I can't ship to, but if he's doing traditional art, we should offer a tag as well. We should just start doing that. And I think what people can do is turn their tag on and off.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Too busy.
Like, I don't know exactly how it works for people to turn tags on and off and everything, but I thought that it would be a cool additional prize that there's like a Discord tag that they get to have if they're a prize. Well, a champion, a contest winner, because why not? It's just more fun.
We'll see if we can fit the phrase winner, winner, chicken dinner, or if it's just too long. I bet there's a limit. Fia looks so cute in these images.
It's the classic Dreamkeepers combo of cute, appealing characters plus intense danger and action.
Oh, she looks really cute with a gun. She's probably got a goal. Somebody probably told her something.
No, she's just carrying it for looks. There's no purpose. There's no plan here. You're just hanging out.
Well, that is the thing about a meeting, is when you bring a gun, people listen to you.
This is just the Troika Pizza Party. They just do this sometimes. There's no reason. It's fine.
Who's getting the pizza? One of the Indigos getting the pizza?
Yeah, they're out picking up the pizza right now.
Okay. Rebecca got extra cheese on it. He hates cheese.
No extra cheese. Like Vervat would be the guy that orders like anchovies on all the pizzas. It's like, who has betrayed the trust of the pizza party? And he's like, me, anchovies every pizza. You son of a bitch!
Yeah, they let him. Yeah, they totally let him order, and he puts like garbage on it just to make everybody angry.
Mm-hmm. He's a monster. He's a true
Underlord
beast.
would eat it though. I think Underlord would eat raw fish all the way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's on the Gollum diet.
The golden diet, precious. We eat the fish, and we
So he stays
complains out
Slim and
loud.
pale.
Gollum diet is you got to eat fish and talk to yourself. That's how it works.
Yeah. Stay in caves, away from the light. No new D3 or whatever.
Yeah, no
that is
vitamin
for
D.
you.
There was a new study that came out that said if you're Gollum, vitamin D is actually bad for you, and you don't want it. So you get like an anti-tan.
You wanna bathe in cold water a lot too.
Yeah, ice baths
sleep on the
are very
ground.
big. They boost your immune system. They convert a lot of your white fatty tissue to brown fatty tissue, so it's very good to get some ice baths in there.
I'm just reminding Twitch that Halloween is soon. They're asking how we're doing. I think we're doing good. Coloring.
Yeah, having a nice
I'm gonna be
day.
coloring a prelude page, so I think that'll be soon.
Yeah, and of course we've got the Halloween special ready to launch. Normally we update like new Prelude on Saturdays, but Halloween is a Friday, so we're gonna obviously just hit it a day early and get the Halloween special up on Halloween itself. Perfection. I wonder if there's anything spooky and fun we could do on the Halloween stream. Like, I know we're doing the contest results earlier in the day, but like Friday night, I wonder if there's anything fun we could do for Halloween.
Oh, do you mean on stream or here?
Both. Well, for here, I'd be tempted to after the stream maybe do like some House on the Haunted Hill, Betrayal at House on the Hill, because that's like a classic, fun sort of thing, very Halloweeny.
Well, it's been sitting in the living room for months, so yeah, we probably should.
Yeah, we haven't played in a while. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be fun to have some Halloween spooky board game time.
All right.
I think I know.
That's not invited.
Yes, Halloween spooky squeaky voices are always invited. It bypasses all of my security protocols.
Only the voice
Yeah, if I'm in
squeaked their body into existence.
if I'm in my pillow fort with my
All right,
layers
Dave,
of
how
security,
many-
and it's like, who is this?
Oh.
Who's trying to get in here? And if that voice comes through, I'm like, oh, I can't say no to Halloween voice. Come on in, whoever this is. Who's that? Yeah.
Dave is huddled in a corner with hot chocolate and coffee and a tablet, and he's really paranoid, but he'll let the spooky voice in.
Got a soft spot for spooky voices. It's true.
I know you do. All right, I got a question for you, Dave. How many volumes are you planning for the graphic novel saga?
Graphic novel saga. The rough plan that we have right now is somewhere from 16 to 23 volumes, based on how the scripts play out.
And I'm saying I can edit you down, control you when we get there.
We'll see. Already, like some of the scripts are winding up to be a little longer than we thought, but that's because I just know how action scenes go. Like action scenes, you can have like one page of script and it can be like 5 pages of comic, just because it's really easy and fast to write down like this happens and that happens then this happens, but to portray it in a way that's actually got like impact and clarity, it can take a lot more artistic legwork. And you don't really want to shortchange
Okay,
the action
Dave.
scenes, so yeah.
Dave, how do things like hospitals and other medical treatments work in the Dreamkeepers universe, and do they have free healthcare?
You will find all that out and more in the lore book when it releases. A lot of the details we don't actually have
Yeah.
totally nailed down, but that's what I'm going to actually sit down and write out when we do the lore book, is all the stuff that I haven't really thought through yet.
Ask us more questions about things we haven't thought of that will clearly go in the lore book.
Well, I mean, we have thought through to a degree how some of the stuff works. Like, we know based on Prelude and everything, there are social systems for healthcare, but they're not really the best. you could say, because it's it's sort of
Yeah,
inspired.
here's a spoiler. They're stupid. They're stupid by reality.
Sort of inspired by some real life, health quote unquote
Laws.
care systems. So it's sort of like at some level in the past it was well intentioned, but then it turns into a bureaucratic mess. I'm not sure how much, like, we'll probably at least cover it in a perfunctory way in the lore book, but I'm not sure if I really want to go into like extreme detail on like the insurance plans and copays, because it's like even in a lore book, it's like no one really wants to read the details of that. Like, it's boring enough in real life where it actually matters. Like, I don't think we need to get into like, in this fictional world, which health plan is your character going to choose based on their income level? Like, nobody cares. And if they do, then they care too
Are you
much.
saying you're not gonna have like, you're not gonna have the Andruna tax law in the back of your lore book?
Well, I mean, like, tax.
Yeah.
There's a whole section on
You
like
have to make that up.
Well, actually, ironically, taxes impact the
there's a
world
whole
building.
section on the taxes.
It kind of does impact the world building more than some other things, because it gives rise to a lot of the black market activity, and then there was the whole toll wars, and so it matters. But again, like, the nitty gritty detail, I'm not going to put like 40,000 pages of tax code into the lore book. It'll just be like, oh, taxes, they have them, they're controversial. Here's what it resulted in. I'll try to keep it to things that are. Like, if people have an itch that they want scratched, they'll sort of, like, know what they need to know. They'll know what matters to the world in terms of, like, how it operates and whether it's interesting. But the stuff that's just, like, totally, absolutely boring, like, if it's not interesting in some way theoretically, I don't want to, like, cram the book full of stuff just because, If there's not even a hypothetical use case where it could be interesting, then I don't want to put it in.
All of the accountants are gonna weep at the lack of tax lore.
Yeah, well, that's where.
Some
And
of
you can
them
tell
may.
them, oh, I thought of it. I thought of it. It's canon. I thought of it, but it's just not in the book.
No,
Secret.
after the lore
it's
book
real.
comes out, especially, I think there'll be stuff where I'll just be like, oh yeah, we didn't really cover that. There's not like a canonical answer because it doesn't matter. But if you want to do fan fiction about it, have at it.
If you want to write your own tax lore for your own game,
Then we're gonna get like whole
cheat players
spin-off.
out of money.
There'll be like whole fan fiction novels about like someone that's an accountant is gonna write a fan fiction novel about an accountant in the dream world and how all these like minute tax regulations and laws come into play in a big way, and they save the day in the end because they knew so much about accounting.
They saved the day.
If only there was a dreamkeeper that knew the
Now
exact
they'll never get me.
amortization rate of these assets. Ah. Fortunately, there's Norbert. It's like we do enough of that in real life, and it's mind-numbing enough. I don't want to put that into like my fun escapist fiction.
It's bad enough to dreamkeepers have taxes. That makes it suck.
It's okay. That's why Androna is not like a little paradise. It's sort of like, hey, we're in the dream world. Oh, this part has a little too much bureaucracy.
People
Yeah,
get
I
unhappy
don't
about
think that what is this called again? Ascension? I don't think Ascension is going to be something that is going to focus like too much on stuff like that, because that, like, what's the most, when you think Star Wars, what do you think? You think lightsabers, you think the Force, you think Darth Vader. You don't think too much about the weird political climate of Naboo thing being like all about what episode 1 was centered around, even though it was the core of the story. You don't
they
really
try.
think too much about that. Because it's boring. It's boring. George Lucas, he made like $1 billion trillion movie franchise, and no one would tell him no on anything after that. And that was his downfall, I think. People hate those prequel movies. Even people who like them really actually hate them. They like pod racing, and they like the clone, knowing where all the clone troopers and stuff come from. That's really about it.
And when Jar Jar doesn't talk.
And when Jar Jar doesn't talk, yeah. I don't think I've ever met a human being from Earth that ever was like, oh, I love Jar Jar Binks. Even like, I think he was just like a stupid thing for like normies to be like, oh, look at the silly alien. But
All
no
toys.
one really had that reaction. Yeah.
All right, Dave. Will there be a section on the red light district in the lore book? I didn't know there was a red light district.
I mean, there's
I don't know Andorina that well.
an underground nightclub, but I don't know if there's like a specific red light district. I mean, we have the 7 districts.
I highly doubt that. Oh my god.
Hazel will be right back. Apparently he's got some problems in paradise.
I think we've got some problems in Paradise too. OBS just told me that it's disconnecting again. Disconnecting and reconnecting.
Mammo thinks it's his stream. It's us.
No, we got some. For some reason, we got some problems on our end of the stream today. Our internet is a little spotty. Bad weather for the internet, I guess.
It looks so nice out too.
Yeah, regular
tell
weather
them
is
it's
fine,
us.
but the internet weather is sucking.
It's not just it's everybody today.
Yeah. Well, we're already through about half the stream. We got the first hour under our belts. So if it really continues to act up, I might try restarting the computer and just like basically giving the stream a 5-minute break, cycle the router, see if that does it. But if it's just like the actual local internet giving us problems, then there's probably nothing we can do. Just gotta soldier on and hope for better internet weather on Friday. But it looks like stream's back up now, so it automatically reconnected successfully. I suppose that's good. Could be worse.
Dave, do you know what a reclaimer is? Because I don't. I've never heard of that.
Is it sort of like a repo man? I don't know. It's news to me.
I have no idea. Me too. Anyway, we've decided there's no red light, but maybe a sex cult. Yeah, well, I mean, see,
Yeah.
that's the thing about the idea of a red light district is I think something has to be slightly approved. Like, I don't see how there could be a whole area of town if the government knows about it and is constantly cracking down on.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different
Yeah,
districts
and
in Andor. It's so big. It's not like there's going to be one red light district. There's going to be different some parts of this district will be safer than other parts, and it's going to be a patchwork.
Yeah, I just don't
Yeah,
think there's an area of town like that.
I think that it's usually a bad idea as well to like, I don't know, in role playing games, to have things like that because like, really think about what that will lead to, right? That's going to lead to a situation where a DM is going to have at least one person in almost every party that comes to play Ascension or whatever game that's going to be like, I want to go to the red light district. And then they have to like describe everything in the red light district. If you want to put something like that in your game, it's all about imagination. You can talk to your DM and if you both are fine with something like that happening, then, that's something you can do, but that's not something we're going to probably encourage, I wouldn't think, in a role-playing game.
Describe.
Yeah. It's
No,
like,
I just don't think I'm just gonna say right now, I don't think the underground nightclub is in an area where there's a lot of that in town. Like it's not like an area of the city where that's common. But hey, if you want to build something in the city for your story, have fun. But that's not us. That's not my business.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a role-playing game and it's based on fictional universe, right? So like, you can make it be anything you want. You don't have to follow the rules that are in the book. That's the golden rule of pen and paper RPGs is you can do anything you want. But typically, if you start adding things like that or start giving like I don't know, just like outlets or avenues for some kind of weird like I want to go do this thing because I want my character to have sex with someone like that. If that's in the book, if that's in like the copy that you get, that I don't know, that doesn't usually lead to good things for players because most people aren't sitting down with their friends on Friday night to play D&D so that they can have some kind of like play out some kind of relationship thing or something. Yeah,
I want to have sex with V. Where is the building to do that?
Yeah, I think there's probably
Where's
a
the
reason.
building where I have sex with V?
There's a reason I think why there's no massive multiplayer online dating sim games because I don't think it's really optimized for like people to play together. It's more of like I am, because imagine if there's one person in a role play where everyone's sitting down at the table and this one guy is busy trying to romance the barmaid the entire game, then it basically turns into one dude trying to like play dating sim, a one-player game, and then every other player just has to kind of sit around and watch this guy playing a dating sim by himself with the DM. So it really,
and then you think about who your friends are and kick them out.
It's like
then it really, that kind of stuff never leads to anything good. It leads to everyone being uncomfortable at best, and at worst, usually people getting kicked out of friend groups. So,
So I mean, if you want a red light district and you've decided there's an area in town where that is, that's up to you. But I don't believe there's going to be anything in the lore book telling you what the buildings are in a red light district. That I know.
Well, the thing is, there's going to be so much like information about Andaruna and the districts and like the culture. There's going to be tons of information already. So I don't know if we necessarily want to like explain every single building and every single street and every single, there's a point where the resolution of information gives you everything you need and more, and then if you keep on adding more and more and more detail, it doesn't actually add to the experience. It clutters it to the point where it really filters out the ability to digest it in any intelligible way. So it's got to be like rich and interesting and with all the detail that we want, but not too much detail. Like, we're not going to be going into like the map of Andaruna and spotlighting how many bathrooms are in every building and the bathroom density of buildings per block. It's like, is that but would they have bathrooms in Andaruna? Like, how many bathrooms would be on this street? Are they public bathrooms, or do you have to pay to use the bathrooms? Like that information, I'm sure, if you turned up the resolution on the world building, that information has to exist in some degree. But is it ever going to be relevant or interesting to a game that you're playing or a fan fiction that you're writing? I don't think so. And that's why it's like stuff like that. I don't want to just clutter even the lore book. I want it to have interesting lore. I want it to bring the world to life, but I want it to bring the interesting parts of the world to life, and like the mundane or irrelevant or just like totally tertiary and boring stuff. It's like, well, there's no reason to put a spotlight on that stuff.
Yeah, what Dave is describing is it?
Go ahead.
Oh God, the delay is killing us. Go ahead, Liz.
Oh, I was just gonna say, the main point of Dreamkeepers is not who you can have sex with, so I just don't think that's the real focus.
Well, he's now saying that that's not what he wanted to know anyway. He was talking about gambling. So I think, who was that? Oh, Happy Guy 1. Happy Guy 1, please. I will let you know in the future. I don't know if English is your first language either or not, but red light district means hardcore fetish sex area. What you're talking about is underground or a speakeasy or something like that, where like illicit activities go on, but not necessarily to do with sex. Sex may be there, maybe part of it, but red light district is, if you've ever been to Germany, you know that you know what it is, and it's, you don't gamble. You gamble, but not with dice, not with cards. You gamble with STDs.
Yeah, I don't think all of Las Vegas is the red light district. I think Las Vegas has certain areas that are red light district.
I'll see you.
I don't
thinking
think
of
Las
some
Vegas
gambling.
has a red light district. Yeah, I think just prostitution is just legal.
I'll see you, and
there.
I'll raise you one case of chlamydia. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there you go. But,
That sounds like Bend Brother.
what Dave is describing, what Dave is describing is something that is very, like, in games like in this, like, RPG, or even like Minecraft, like all these games, they have this aspect of them is present called hyper reality, right? And hyper reality is like you are experiencing the things of life that are sort of fun to experience in the most fun way that they are to experience, while cutting all the bullshit. Cutting, like, you never have to clip your nails in Minecraft or brush your teeth. What? Because why not? That's part of survival. Why don't I have to do that? Because that sucks. Like, no, there is no survival game I've ever seen where you have to shower or you'll get a disease, other than like the most autistic, like hyper focused things or whatever. Like that is, no one really plays those games. You never hear about those games because because that's not fun for most people. What is fun is hyper reality. Minecraft is hyper reality. You have to eat, you have to you know, get shelter and stuff like that, I think, but you don't have to, you know, shave. Things like that. Those things are they're not fun. Like gathering food and farming and hunting and stuff, that stuff is tasks, that's jobs that you have to do, but those are fun jobs, those are adventurous jobs, those are jobs that, you know, give you like a little dopamine hit when you get the results of those, the product of those. But things like shaving and clipping your nails and stuff like that, those aren't really fun. No one thinks that's fun, you know. Well, I'm sure someone does. If you go on E621, I'm sure you'll see, you'll see a tag for something like that. But in these RPG games, right, like those kinds of things, they're usually just dropped because the book would be £1,000 if you described everything in the world, you know. So you have to, in order to keep the book like concise and keep things like good for people to be able to look up information or reference things, you want to make sure that what's in the book is just what really needs to be there for people to understand how to play, and maybe a little flavor on top of that. There'll be, I think this book, I've seen a couple things about it, like there's going to be some flavor. I think there's going to be some really interesting stuff in this book that you guys are really going to like. There may even be a few puzzles to solve within the book, so don't worry, there'll be plenty of stuff in there.
Yeah, there's gonna be. That's the thing. There's gonna be plenty of content. I just don't want to have it. I just don't want to put stuff in there that will be too dull. And it is gonna be a core rulebook for Ascension, but it's also gonna be a lore book for the overall Dreamkeeper series. So it's gonna kind of try to hit a balance where I want to explore all the stuff about the Dream world that people might be curious about, even as readers of the series. But then I also want to make sure that it's like well organized, so people that are picking it up to use it as the core rulebook can quickly access the information that they need to access to like build their character in a fun way and play the game.
Okay, I think what they were interested in really was gambling, like the speakeasies in the 1920s. Dave, is there gambling? I have no idea.
Yeah,
I mean gambling.
I think he just used the wrong term for that. Obviously, gambling exists. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you see the Neon Knives doing like shooting craps and stuff in the in the streets, right? Like they're putting.
Silk has card logos on her, so.
She was born with poker all over her face. She was born with a poker face.
It's her cutie mark.
But yeah, they were
the cutie mark that AI can actually drive.
Volume 3, they were placing bets on basically the equivalent of like dog fights, like just wild Rioneko fights. So that's gambling. It's mean gambling. They're making cute little pets fight each other, but it's still gambling.
It's like Pokemon.
So I think we worked that out. We got the wrong term, and then we explained that.
Really. For those of you whose first language is not English, red light district is a thing where it's just like brothels and hardcore fetish stuff. That's what a red light district is. That's not like, you know, typically. And there's not gambling and things there. It's just like a.
I'm pretty sure the government would. I think the government would shut that down if they could find it.
So, if we were being like, what's a red light district? So I guess the experience that we would have. What's the equivalent of a red light district on the internet? You know, like for Affinity would be like a red light district on the internet.
Maybe E6, whatever that is.
I think so. I think that's.
Like
foreign thing, yeah.
Yeah. I think E621 or. From what I've seen on YouTube, certain parts of VR chat.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. I guess that would be the place to do it. You know, you have your whole body there, but like there's this guy on YouTube that does his name's like proximity voice, proximity chat or something like that. He just does these videos where he goes into like these bars of like on VR chat, and like people are just so insane. They're like they talk about how like they are the owner of the bar, and like in the way VR chat works is just that there are worlds you can go to and you can make a different instance of that world, right? I think it still works this way, but You can like you have a world that has roller coaster rides or something. You can just make your own instance of that world, and then you and your friends can be the only people in that instance of that world.
Yeah, okay.
So like
Okay, so
when
it's
they
like
say they
Batman.
own, yeah, when they say they own a bar, it's like, well, anyone can just make an instance of that bar, and then just do whatever they want with it. Like it's not that I don't know, like you don't own that, man. Just and even if you do,
Okay,
it's
well,
not real. Just calm down.
and this is a great thing about the chat is Dave can kind of feel out things that we do need to work out in the lore book. To explain something that might not be obvious to the reader, and we've always known it, is that the underground nightclub is not like a public place that you can just find on a street. It's actually kind of a hidden location. So it's not
As
like
most
in
safe houses are, yeah.
yeah, it's not like the local Chuck E. Cheese that everybody knows about and you go there. It's the underground nightclub. You
Yeah,
know?
they don't have a listing in the phone book. It's like underground nightclub. Oh, there it is. They're not very good at being
And
underground, are
it's
they?
not on the street. It's not on the street next to all of the other strip clubs and nightclubs. It's not like a whole
It's right
area.
under
where
Olive
that
Garden, yeah.
is. Yeah, it's by the Olive Garden. You make a left. You buy the video store. All right, so maybe we need a little bit on that area, Dave.
I do need a map of
You
Olive
just
Garden.
go into Olive Garden and go.
All right, Dragon Lost submitted his things on Twitter. I hope he tagged us correctly and we will see it.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
Oh yeah, the Halloween contest. That's not. I didn't miss
That's-
that, right? That's not
that's
like on
Friday.
Halloween.
Yeah, we are
Yes, it
streaming
is,
the
because we have time to
results.
look at everything
What is
and
this? Friday
organize.
not Halloween?
Yeah,
Friday
Halloween.
is Halloween. So,
Halloween,
yeah.
3:00 p.m. We're streaming the contest results, and then we're gonna have our normal 7 to 9 stream that night anyway, because me and Liz are not going anywhere or doing anything. We're gonna be here doing Halloween stuff.
Dave, is there an ending to the Dreamkeepers series written? I'm saying yes.
Mhm.
It's been ready for a long time.
Yep, we just gotta
We're
make
going
it.
somewhere.
Just got a lot of scripting and drawing and coloring.
There is a point to the madness.
Yep, but we got the story all worked
But
out.
yeah, just to explain the lore book, like we're giving information so people can have fun and build. Dave is not going to dictate what every person in Adriana has for breakfast that morning so that you can't have fun with it. If you want to design what everybody has for breakfast, that's up to you, but we are not going to tell you what it is.
No,
That's on you to figure out.
Liz is actually citing like a particular person that we both know. It's like they were like, yeah, I'm gonna design a roleplay game. It's gonna be really cool. It's like, okay, neat. Yeah, right now I'm working on the chart of like where every person in town is and what they're having for breakfast and when they are having breakfast. So that way, whenever a person goes into a particular tavern in the town, the DM will know exactly which characters are in there and exactly which characters are having breakfast at that time. So it'll be a perfect simulation. It's
You know what? No, my goal is to go into his roleplay game and mess with him and say, I want lunch, and then throw the whole system off. And he'll have to be like, oh, I didn't think of lunch, and just derail it for kicks.
yeah, that's gonna necessitate. What lunch? We never thought that far ahead. Ah!
Well, no, you have to ask them what they want for breakfast and what you want for breakfast. There is a list.
How would Mace feel today if he didn't have breakfast yesterday?
But he did have breakfast yesterday.
He never has breakfast. Are you kidding?
No, he's had breakfast.
I don't have
before.
breakfast. Sometimes he goes days without eating. No way.
Sometimes, not like all the times. It's not like he's never in his life known what a breakfast is. He's not like pancakes. I've never heard the legend of a waffle. No, he is eating meals.
All right, hey, cell shading man.
Yeah, that's me.
You missed that green object on Bobby. You were supposed to catch that. That's not supposed to be green.
Oh, you didn't want his pocket to be green? Fine, I'll make his pocket.
That's a color for you to catch. I did that on purpose.
You snuck it in. You should have made it a brighter green. This green is obviously way too camouflaged for me to handle. I'm just gonna steal pocket
You know
color
what,
from
it's
Marvin. He's got this.
same
They go to
green
the
I
same belt pouch store. There we go. Perfect.
I bet they do. V's hand sews all of Bobby's pockets. How sad. How sad. All the women in Troika are sewing outfits because Cinder's mean sweatshop. Troika sweatshop.
Cinder's little. Someone's got to sew all those jackets together, and children have the most nimble fingers.
That's what the orphanage is for. Oh. That's actually really terrible if Grunge started sending clothing over to the orphanage for them to sew for Troika and the kids don't know what it's for. Ugh. I wouldn't.
Why
trust
aren't
them
they
either.
doing that? That sounds like a great idea to me.
Yeah.
We never thought of it.
A, we never thought of it, but B, also they have an explicit reason why they want to have no crossover between the Troika and Grun's orphanage to the degree that they can. So if they're suddenly doing like Troika, literally Troika branded clothing being manufactured there by kids, it does increase the amount of potential discovery, and they kind of want Grun's orphanage to like fly as far below the radar as they can. And if he does get caught for something, it should be like the thing that they want him to get caught for, not like the thing they don't want him to get caught for, if that makes any sense.
All right.
That's why you should just get a license.
What?
You should get a license.
License. Oh, there, do you have a license to hit those children? No, shit, I forgot.
You got a license for that child labour, mate? That's
Okay,
amazing.
I'm just explaining that. Okay, the reason we don't see characters eating anything in our comic is, and we've implied it, but when you make a comic, you need to cut the fat. If you have like a comic panel for every hour that they sleep, that's going to be a very big and boring comic. So you need to kind of imply things and edit your time down. Kind of like in a movie, like for example in Lord of the Rings, I'm pretty sure Sam and Frodo took bathroom breaks, but we're not actually showing that every single time.
That's my biggest complaint. I was watching Lord of the Rings and I was like, oh, so we never see them piss? Do they just never piss? Unrealistic. Like pissing and pooping would be part of their journey.
Unrealistic.
That I'm being deprived of. It's like, all right, so they're scaling
That's
these.
what I'm here for.
They're scaling the precarious steps to get into Mordor, and never once on these stairs do they have to figure out the logistics of dropping a log. They would have to drop the occasional log on this like long winding stairway, and we just don't know how they manage that. Okay, great job, Token, idiot.
What a hack.
My top complaint about Lord of the Rings is it's like, you never see them shit. I have one thing I'm very interested in.
I'm gonna write a fanfic, and I bet it's out there, Dave.
I'm gonna write the improved version of the Lord of the Rings. It's called the Lord of the Rings and shit. Guess what's different?
The Lord of the Rings and shit.
That's what it's about.
3 pounds of shit.
It's a whole new experience when Bilbo finds that cave that Gollum's been in for a century, let me tell you.
The odor in there must have been incredible. That's the thing that was never described was Gollum's smell.
I know. My version will spend pages and pages upon. We get like pages and pages upon the layout of Rivendell. No one cares. What does the snot rocket say when it sees Gollum? That's what I want to know. I'm reading Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, why do we learn so much about the trees but not what Gollum smells like? I feel like that would be pages of lore right there.
This Halloween, that's what we got to do. Is we got to have a séance to berate J.R.R. Tolkien beyond the grave. Be like, J.R.R. Tolkien, we summoned. He's like, okay, I've been summoned. This is a little dangerous necromancy. What do you summon me for? We would just want to yell at you because there's not enough fecal material in your book. He's like, I'm sorry, excuse me? You summoned me why again? It's like, yeah, we wanted to bring you back from the dead and just like shit all over you for not including what we think is very important to your work.
Anyway. I'm just gonna say Dave doesn't have time to draw every character eating.
Well, actually, there is a lot of. Did someone like literally ask about like how come they're not eating? Don't they get hungry? Was that a question or something?
Yes, I did not make that up.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna have to say A. That's not really what the story is about, but also B, we do have the characters eating at various points in the graphic novels, so this person has not read very closely. Like, we don't make it, like, typically, like, the main thing. I don't be like, are we eating food? Yes, let's talk about that some more. It's like, you know, the Volume 1, they're eating in the orphanage cafeteria. I think Bast is getting a snack in Volume 3 when he's under the docks overhearing that text message.
Actually, when I thought about it, I have to argue that they looked at the food in the orphanage and didn't eat it.
Well, Mace, Whip ate it. Whip ate all of Mace's food, but Mace didn't get much of anything. So, but if someone's like, when do they eat? They never eat food in the series. It's like, actually, then you need to read the series again, do your homework, and then come back to me. And then we can talk about the real question, which is, how often should we have shown them eating food in the series? That's where it gets interesting.
No, I'm going to argue we've implied it a couple times with a soup and a candy bar, but we've never actually sat down and had a Thanksgiving dinner with a graft.
Well, I'm going to have to defend because this is a worthwhile topic. You see Bast actually with a mouthful. His cheek is bulged out a little. He's chewing in that Volume 3 scene. So we do actually have characters on screen, so to speak, eating with their mouths.
Why do you know this just off the top of your head? You know which book that's in. Because
it was implied that he stole the hot dog from someone up on the boardwalk, because that was just like a fun little background detail to work in.
Oh, I have to reread. I don't remember that. All right, here's a better question for the lore book. Who built the tower used by the Viscount and his family? I know that tower has been in construction for a very long time.
Yeah, actually, that lore is it's even out right now on the website. If you have read through the history section, that tower has kind of a controversial history. People got mad a few hundred years into construction. But obviously, that's one of the things I'm doing now for the lore book, is I'm taking the established history that we've got, and I'm like, just redrafting it, tightening it up a little bit so that it can be in the lore book too. So that way, you can look it up both on the website, and in case there's an apocalypse and the website goes away, you'll have it in your trusty, dusty lore book.
Your handy dandy lore book.
They've calculated how long the trip to Mordor is, and how many poops there are.
They've calculated good, because this is the research that we need. This is the diligence that J.R.R. Tolkien failed to apply to his own work. So it's about time that we're getting to the bottom of just how many poop stops they need to make.
I think that's how Gollum followed them, honestly.
Oh, another signpost.
Actually, it's really easy to follow hobbits. You don't know this, but their poop kind of glows. It glints from a distance. It's like a little trail of stars on the landscape.
No, I think hobbits eat a lot of grass-fed beef and potatoes.
Do hobbits eat a lot of beef? I never see them slaughtering cattle. They seem like they're just...
I think they've got sheep.
They do have sheep.
I'm just saying, I think they eat a lot of, like, healthy meat. I don't think it's processed there. I think it's, like, Shire-raised food.
They want you to think that, but it's actually all, like, Shire McDonald's food. It's ultra-processed.
Well, they're fat. That's probably true.
Yeah, why do you think the hobbits have such poor health as they get into their old age?
They live a long time. Bilbo lived 150 years?
Yeah, because he had, like, the evil dark...
126th birthday.
Yeah. But how many times did he poop?
We must know.
Oh,
We need a Bilbo Gigapet.
What? Is that like a chia pet? What is that?
We need like a Bilbo Gigapet so we can like clean up its poop.
Yeah,
You know
that's
how
a
often.
Tamagotchi.
Did
Yeah,
they make you clean up?
Tamagotchi thing.
Did they make you clean up poop on Gigapets? I didn't know that.
Yeah, all those little like
remember.
pet things like they had. Yeah, they would make you like it would like shit and like break its neck. The Pikachu one would like slip in the shower and like break its neck and stuff.
What?
It like freaked me the fuck out. Like, I didn't have access to things like that because my family was like really poor for a long time. So like everyone
You
else
did
at
not
school
miss out.
had. Yeah, like I felt
oh.
when I was a kid like I was missing out because like a lot of
No.
other kids had them.
No, I know.
But like
Yeah.
I wanted the Pikachu one and like I don't know how they got the money together. I don't know if it was for sale where we lived at or anything like that either. They might have like somehow imported it in the 90s, but there was like a Pikachu watch and the watch had like a little. It was shaped like a Pikachu, and it had like a little Pikachu pet in there. And I loved taking care of the little Pikachu. I thought it was so cool. And then like one day it showed like you have to like wash and bathe him to care for him and stuff. And he was like in the shower, and it showed him like slipping in the shower. And then it shows like a bone with a crack in it, and then it shows like a little skull, and then he's fine after that. But like it freaked me out so much, and it made me cry. And I never turned it back on. I just never played with it again. I was like, I didn't know they could get hurt. I don't want to
I got stories about that. I had I think it might have been a bootleg one, but anyway, the thing is that it would be a cat, and then its health would go down. It would just die randomly. There was like you'd play with it, and then it would just die. Like it was programmed to kill itself.
It was programmed to kill itself.
Yes, and over and over again. And then the thing was, I'd restart it, and then it would just do that faster and faster until, like, in the hour, it would just die again.
That's like a thing you add to the software in case someone does try to bootleg it.
I think it was called a Gigapet.
Apoptosis, the game.
Anyway, my brother was in gymnastics at the time. And the girls in gymnastics would have their parents watch their Tamagotchis when they were doing their exercise. So the parents had to take care of their toy pets when the girls were away at gymnastics. So all the parents would be sitting there like feeding these little devices for the girls.
That's like, as soon as a game turns into like an obligation, like homework, that's when I don't want to play it anymore.
You're not playing Pokemon Go or AFK Arena, are you?
No, although I hear you can.
AFK Arena.
I have heard you can spend a lot of money playing AFK Arena though, and then the thing that it does for the gameplay experience is make it exactly the way it was before you spent the money, which is cool, I think.
I've heard of people spending thousands of dollars on AFK Arena, and I've seen the store. You can only spend $100 at a time, so they really had to work on that one.
Can you imagine spending more than like $5 on one of those stupid like phone games?
No.
Oh my god.
No,
that's like a Dark Side Phil thing. That's one of the things people gave him so much shit for is he spent like thousands of dollars. He's always like begging his audience for money to pay his bills, and he spent like thousands of dollars on some fucking WWE like wrestling like mobile game thing. I don't know what can you even buy? Like different leotards for the fucking guys to come out in?
Probably outfits.
Well,
limited edition outfits, probably.
It sounds ridiculous, but
this outfit is from the 90s Macho Man and you can't get it again.
I feel like to a degree it reminds these games and people blowing like thousands of dollars on these games, it reminds me of, it's actually kind of sad, like when you see the old people lined up in the casino just pulling those levers on the slot machines. Because I think the game companies know what they're doing. They are explicitly leveraging the same inborn human psychological defects. So it's
that's absolutely what's going on. Yeah, and that started with like Farmville and all those stupid games people used to play on whatever it was, Facebook. Was it Facebook or MySpace or something?
No, it was
they might have been on both. Maybe they were just on Facebook, but I remember people telling me about those, like, oh, you should play this zombie farm game. It's on Facebook, and I'm like, zombie? What is that, like Plants vs Zombies or something? Oh no, it's even cooler. And it's like some fucking thing where you go and you do a few things every day, and then you can pull a lever and maybe get something cool. You never do, and then like at some point, about 5 minutes, 10 minutes into playing, it stops you because you have to wait real life time amounts for something to happen. You have to wait 6 real hours for like a plant to grow. Yeah.
No, you pay. You pay and it goes faster.
Unless
you pay and it goes faster. Or you could just purchase a real video game.
Yeah.
But Hazen, you can spam all your friends and tell them to give you treats and click the button to give you
Give me treats. Give me treats.
At that point, it's like,
I'm
I
playing
think the game
Farmville.
actually is like, oh, if you
I
get
mean-
Treat my nuts in your mouth.
if you get 15 people to sign up, then you're gonna get your bean sprouts will go 0.5 seconds faster. So it has like almost a viral replication
Just
strategy.
grow real beans. Grow real
It will go
fucking
fast.
beans. Or buy Harvest Moon. Or buy, what is the one on Steam everyone likes? Stardew Valley. Just buy a fucking real video game. Or buy
No,
a
you
real
guys.
plant.
You guys, I hacked the system. I made a bunch of fake accounts at my friends, and then I just tag myself in and get all my stuff.
That's great. I'm sure the stuff was really worthwhile.
These games are no longer available, by the way. I've looked. You can't actually play them
Good.
anymore.
They should be fucking eliminated from existence. Like, there was some guy who was like, in an attempt to shit on those games, he made some. I think the game was literally just called
was it?
Cow Clicker,
Yeah,
and
I've heard of it.
you would click on cows, and that's it. They wouldn't do anything. It wasn't like Cookie Clicker where like there was like more stuff happening. Just you would just click on fucking cows, and then like sometimes you would get other cows, sometimes you would not. And at some point, people actually got addicted to this game so much that he just made an event where all of the cows just flew off into space and there are no more, and you can't click them anymore, and they're just like outlines of where the cows used to be when they were last there. And people said, this update made the game not fun, and his response to that
Oh my
was,
god.
the game was never fun.
But then how, you know what? And then he should have charged people to bring the cows back and made a fortune.
I don't think he ever attached anything like that to it. It seemed like maybe he just, you know, his money was like fine. He didn't need to make any more, but like he did this thing. It was just so funny because it's just, he was trying to make a game that was awful. And people are just so addicted to like fucking clicking on things and watching meters go up. Like that's literally like a chimpanzee, if they had a bank account, could be like the ultimate gold mine. If you could teach them to buy things, if you could teach them to work for money and then buy things on like whatever that stupid fucking thing is that exists now. It's like some what is it called? Genshin Impact or Zenless Zone Zero. Those fucking like gacha games and stuff that are made in China. Like they're I'm sure those companies, like, they live like kings here. Like the people who run those companies live like absolute fucking royalty, because there's just so many people that are addicted to clicking on things, watching meters go up, and then there are girls now involved somehow.
No, that's like unfortunately they're hitting all the buttons to hack human psychology and get that done. Like, obviously it's not going to work on everyone. Like, everyone here listening to this stream, you're obviously way too handsome and sophisticated for this to ever work on you. But like, there's
Buy our standees.
buy our standees coming soon. Yeah, but no, there are people where like those hacks will actually like work on them, and they don't really have the equipment, right, to think through like, what am I doing, why am I doing it. And I've got like a book on game design that goes in detail into like the psychological mechanisms underneath these like bar filling games, and how it's like, yeah, and what they'll do is they'll make sure that just as you're completing one bar, they don't want you to put the game down, so they'll make sure that there's another bar off to the side, and it's like, oh, well, if you just play for 5 more minutes, then this other bar will be done too, so hang in there. And then as soon as that bar is done, it's like, okay, you can hang the game up now. Except now over here, now the corn is almost all the way grown, and once you harvest the corn, that'll be really exciting. So just stay another 5, you know. It's like this extremely precision engineered way to capture people's attention and keep it. And I think when it comes to designing entertainment and game experiences, like, you do want to be entertaining, you do want to capture people's attention, but the thing is, you want to capture people's attention, and then you want to put their attention on something that is good for them, that is like rewarding, that is fun. Because I think you can kind of, it's like eating food. Like, if you eat a bunch of junk food, it might be like, nom nom, I'm eating food, I'm fulfilling my natural appetite. But then like a few hours later, you just know, you just kind of feel shitty. Whereas if you eat healthy food, you're like, nom nom, I'm fulfilling my appetite, and the chef did a good job on this food. It kept my attention. It's tasty. They did a good job with the spices. They didn't just like slam vegetables on the plate and tell me to like toughen up. Like I enjoy eating it because it's well crafted, it's entertaining. But if you actually have healthy food in your stomach, a few hours later you feel good. And I think entertainment can really be the same way. Like you can like play some of these gacha games or whatever, and it can capture your attention and it can keep it. It can keep it hostage for, you know, depending on the person, maybe a few hours, whatever. But then after they're done playing it, like if you feel like more hollow or empty or unsatisfied or listless, especially if it starts to feel like an addiction where it's like you need another hit even though it's not really that fun or interesting, then that to me is an indicator that someone is using their entertainment skill craft for evil to just drain you, to just take things away.
Yeah.
And I think good entertainment,
Guys?
it's like it's entertaining, but it also provides legitimate value. There's like legitimately a cool experience that's actually fun that will leave you feeling like you had a good time.
Guys, I don't know what a loot box is.
A loot box, it's a box
That's
full
the
of
slot machine.
full of stringed instruments, I think.
That's the slot machine thing that you get with these games. Like the loot box thing was basically like I think that started with Team Fortress 2. They would have literally these boxes that were locked, and you would get keys sometimes to unlock them, but most of the time you would have to buy either the crate or the keys, and then you unlock the crate, and then you get some random things.
But you don't.
Maybe they're things you
yeah.
wanted, maybe they're not.
But you don't know what it's gonna be until after you buy it
You
and
pay
open
for
it. And oh, what if it's something that's super duper rare? So it pulls in that like sort of gambling game of chance mentality. Because it's like, well, that one loot
understand those in
box, if you don't buy it, what if that
store.
was the thing that had something incredible? You know, what if that was the one?
No, I've seen those in the store with toys and Labulu or whatever that is.
I mean, that's kind of even
don't
how
think
a lot of card games package their cards in opaque, you know,
Yeah.
little things, because it's like, oh, you don't know what's in here, so you might be buying a bunch of cards you already have, but you never know. One of these might have like a Charmander or whatever the fuck in there.
I can't wait to get my
It is its
Charmander.
name. My Charmander, whatever the fuck. That's what they're called.
Yeah. There's Charmander, and then there's Shiny Charmander, and then there's Charmander, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
The king.
That's the one you want.
Yeah.
We can't see
Technically
submissions
a
on
misprint.
Twitter right now. We are streaming, but we will see them later.
Well, yeah, we should retweet some more Halloween contest entries over there. They're starting to come in now.
Sophisticated enough to be on Twitter at the same time.
It's always like at one or two, like in the month leading up to it, and then like suddenly in the day before, that's like when all the entries suddenly like come in. If the past is any indicator.
Sounds like they're excited.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
look.
I'm excited
We
too.
gotta
There's some good.
retweet. We
There's
can't.
already some good stuff coming in.
We can't stop what we're doing and run to Twitter because you won't see us. Our stream will freeze. Oh, people will do that where they're streaming art and then they just like vanish for an hour and do something else and then
No.
come back and they're still streaming. Yes, I've seen them do it.
Speaking of
And they
which,
barely get anything done.
I'm gonna
What?
go away and come back, but it will not be an hour. You guys keep talking.
Oh, okay. Cool. No, I've seriously seen people do that on stream where it's like 3 hours of drawing, but then it just sits there and does nothing and they're just off doing something else. And the sick thing is you can hear them doing other things around their room and then they just leave it running and hanging in the middle of a commission or their comic or whatever. Oh, geez.
That's so insane. Like the entire idea of a stream is that you are there interacting with people, and like I don't understand people who do this. I don't understand people who they go away on stream. That's just like, you might as well pry your audience's mouth open and just shit right down their throat. Like there's no reason you should ever just, I'm going to disappear for an hour, or I'm going to eat a meal while we watch a video together. Like, then do something else. Just do anything else with your stream, or just don't stream. Take a break and come back when you're ready to interact with your audience. The other thing I don't understand,
I know what
you
you
see
mean.
this a lot on Picardo, is
Yeah.
people who come in and stream and they just don't ever get on voice.
Oh, I know. No, I know. I know.
And they have some of the highest viewer counts. I don't. What are you watching then? Like, what are you there for? Just wait till the piece comes out. Or they'll like literally on Picardo, I'll see people just put like a whole ass television show on while they watch it and draw, and it's in the corner.
You know, I think what it is that they have a streaming schedule, and this is the person. They have a streaming schedule, and they always stream at that time, but they don't actually enjoy it anymore. It's a chore. So they see no problem with going off and making dinner during their stream and just leaving it up for hours. Because it's kind of like being on the clock at work. You're getting paid. You logged in, you did your job, but you don't actually care enough to like talk to people.
That's so, yeah, it's just so disrespectful to your audience. And believe me, I understand sometimes audiences are very disrespectful to someone who's creating content or streaming. I get it, but like you don't want to create a cycle where you're going back and forth with that. You definitely don't want to be the person who is starting that cycle. I saw like one of the biggest streamers on Twitch have a fucking meltdown a week ago because someone was one of their highest paid subs was bothering them or something while they were streaming. That's one of the people who only reason you can fucking stream, you moron. They're bothering you? Oh no. Whatever will you do? I guess you'll have to go bag groceries or something because you definitely don't have any fucking skills. You sit and just watch other people's videos all fucking day. You're an idiot. You apply no value to the world. And this person is giving you like $50 a month because they just love watching your stream so much or whatever. And now they're bothering you, so you're gonna have a public meltdown about it. Just hang it up.
Did they get more money for the public meltdown, or they?
I think they've gotten way less because the public meltdown was well, it'll reveal who this is if I say this, but like the whole thing that people were bothering them about and asking questions about on stream was that this guy had allegedly, and it's pretty obvious that you know it probably was actually happening. He had a shock collar on his dog.
No, I saw the meltdown. That was amazing.
That was amazing. That was the best piece of content he's ever produced.
Oh, is
that
I don't think he made any money off of it.
Name.
Is that the situation where like his dog had a specific place that it had to stay so that it would be on camera because it would be like, oh, there'll be more viewers if there's an animal.
Collar. Yeah, he had a shock collar, and he obviously had the shot, like you've seen the remote and things like that. Like it's extremely obvious that he had a shock collar on the dog, and not like one where the dog can't like get outside and escape or something like that. Like one that he can press a button and shock the dog if it's misbehaving. And what misbehavior, what huge transgression was it? Biting children or like tearing babies' arms off or something? No, it was getting up to get a drink of water during a stream so it wouldn't be in the shot, like on one of his like third crossovers.
Jeez, that's just like straight up
dog
evil.
literally yowling in fear because he's probably got the thing turned up so much that it's like near lethal.
Painful.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool, kids. Don't
Hamas Palpatine.
Kids,
Peter was getting involved.
Don't shock collar your dog for views online. It's not cool.
They dug up a bunch of old videos of this guy, like obviously having the remote for the collar and stuff, and like tucking it away in a bag. It's so obvious, and people were, because they were obvious, they're like, he's asking you to not believe what your eyes see, which is like the most 1984 shit like possible you could do to a stream audience. And like his top, subs or whatever, like a lot of people in his stream were asking like, but this seems like this is true. I saw some things today, and as like your top sub, I think this is true, and I'm concerned about this. And the reaction was to have a public meltdown and start banning people from it.
Smells like
from
guilt.
his stream.
You know what? You can kind of figure out if something is true based on how someone reacts to it.
Yeah, he does need to box the Candyman memo. You're right.
What? Oh, yeah. I'd like that.
He's afraid. The roach fears the hide. The roach fears
Terrible
the
for the dog,
Candyman.
amazing for the memes. Oh yeah, the memes are great.
Like honestly, I
I'm
do
kinda
kind
getting
of
tired of 'em.
Small-headed man.
I do sort of hope, like, I don't know where he lives or if someone can call, like, animal. Is there, like, a child protective services but for pets? Because, like, it just seems messed up that he'd be shocking a dog to get
Yeah, I
stream
think
views.
there is. I don't know. I think he's in California in the U.S., so I don't know where. I don't know what laws like that are for in California or even the U.S. by and large. But I know
Just
that
let the internet
I've
handle
seen.
it.
I watch like police body cam footage a lot from the U.S. because it's insane the things that are going on there. But like
Yeah.
there was one police body cam footage thing I watched where some guy was just luring like neighborhood cats into his house and then just killing them
Jeez.
and burying them in his backyard. And they weren't like stray cats where he was trying to do like population control or anything like that. They were like people, like cats with collars and tags. They were like people's cats.
That's
And
messed up.
it got proven. He admitted to do. He's like, yeah, I'm doing that. What are you gonna do about it? And like the only thing they could do was give him, like, they fined him like, I don't even think it was $1,000. They fined him like $800 or something. It might be more. I don't remember the amount, but they fined him a little bit of money. And
I
that's
really
it.
hate that. I hate when they're like, well, how much
Like
did you
animal-
pay for
yeah.
the cat? Yeah.
Animals don't have like, at least it seems to me like in the U.S. This may be like a state thing, but it seems like they don't have like. I'm not gonna say they need to have all the same rights that people do, because I don't think that they do. But like people's pets, like if you kill someone's pet, you should go to fucking prison. That is psychopath behavior. Besides the fact that you murdered their pet or hurt their pet, you are hurting an animal that's much smaller than you, and you don't need to be doing that unless it's like destroying some, you don't, like if some pit bull wanders into your yard and bites your child, then yeah, that's a different situation. But like a cat that has done nothing, no property damage, it's not like, peeing on your door or stinking up your house or something, and you're purposefully luring them in to murder them, like you should go not to jail, to penitentiary. You should go to prison where serial killers and murderers are your cellmates. That's where you should be, because you're one of them. Your people who hurt animals are like, I have never met a person who mistreats animals or like even like dumps them out in like farmland and stuff to get rid of them. I've never met one of those people that's not completely fucking insane.
So California is super left, and they have a lot of animal protection laws with like what Petco can sell. Like there are laws that the pet stores are not allowed to sell furry animals anymore, or any animals at all. But I don't know what their laws are on animal cruelty. I know it's really harsh in Michigan if they catch you.
That'd be a weird place for California to end up. You're like, well, no one can have a fluffy pet anymore, but if you do have a fluffy pet, you can electrocute it live on stream for views. That's totally fine. Great job, California. Perfect mix.
Who knows? I hear such crazy things about California in particular. Like, it is not like, it's not illegal. You won't be like arrested or put in jail or anything if you knowingly give someone HIV. I don't know. I've not seen like the statute or whatever for that, but I have heard for years that they made it legal to just give, like, if you have sex with someone and you have HIV and they don't know you have HIV, and then they contract HIV as a result, you're not a criminal apparently in California for doing that. If that's true, what the fuck? What is going on in that state?
I don't know if that, I've heard the same thing bounce around, but part of my brain just says there's no way. That makes so little sense. It must be some sort of exaggeration or sensationalization, or it's like it applies only
Maybe
to this
that's
like
gossip.
specific. It's like there's part of my brain that just resists that being true. It's like there's no way they could be that.
There's
fucked.
no way that's real. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe there's,
how
like,
could
one
that
legal
possibly
case.
be presented?
Maybe there's one legal case and they got away with it, and then everyone's like, no, you can do it.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I
If
don't
that's
wanna know.
true, that's so insane. Like, you can knowingly give someone a life-changing autoimmune disorder, and just like they can find out they got it from you. You could literally go on YouTube and be like, nah, I gave you HIV, and nothing will happen to you if you're in California, apparently, if that's true. I don't know if that's completely true or if that's like situational. I don't care enough to look it up, but like that sounds insane. Sounds crazy.
It's the sort of thing where
that even people would think that would be the law.
Yeah, but it's the sort of thing where it sounds so outrageous that part of me is like, this is perfect subject matter for social media outrage. So if it sounds too outrageous to be true, it's like maybe it is too outrageous to be true. Maybe this is just started up because somebody knew it would be really popular to distort something and just get everybody all riled up over it, you know. So part of me is like, oh, if people are getting totally outraged about this, maybe this is just like the flavor of the week for outrage. So maybe that's all it is, and there's never anything legitimate. I think that's the way it is with a lot of things, honestly. But then of course, you know, sometimes something emerges where it's like, oh no, that this is absurdly outrageous and also totally the reality that you live in. Welcome to Earth.
There are some places that have really strange laws, but like it's always like some old thing that no one bothered to change because it's just no one would ever like
oh
care.
Yeah, like it
would never come up.
What's the classic example? Like whistling underwater is illegal in some state. I think that was like in an old book I read.
In Michigan, you can't tie your alligator to a fire hydrant.
Yeah, good
So,
job,
Yeah,
Liz.
stuff
Good.
like that.
Fight the man.
Yeah, like in Germany, there's some holiday you're not. I don't remember what holiday it is, but there's some holiday that you're not allowed to dance. It's illegal. Technically, it's illegal. The police could come pick you up for dancing on this holiday. Why that was outlawed, no one knows. Probably during some, you know, Lutheran or a Puritan thing, but it is still on the books apparently. From what I remember, they may have changed it since I heard this, but there's a way that there's like, you know, they can come arrest you technically. It's on the books that it's like a law. That kind of stuff, but that's like crazy. Like no police person would ever respond to that call, and they would never certainly arrest anyone, even if it was the law. But then you have laws like it's not illegal to give someone HIV knowingly. That's different. That's obviously very different.
Makes me wonder if it'd be an interesting world if every law would automatically sunset after like 5 or 10 years. And then when it sunsets, it's like automatically, it'd be like getting jury duty. There has to be like just a random pool of citizens that gets to decide, oh yeah, is this going away or do we want to keep this? So things like, you know, don't commit murder would probably be pretty sticky. I think they'd hang around. But then things like no whistling underwater, like, you know, after whatever power deranged local municipal authority that put that law in place, after he's gone and the whistling underwater scourge has ended, like little Timmy finally knocked it off or whatever. I think generations later, citizens could be like, yeah, this is not necessary. We can let this one go, you know?
I disagree. I think whoever earned that law probably, you know, did something so dumb that it was necessary just for them. And that's probably their source of pride.
I would love to know
Somebody tied the alligator to the fire hydrant.
I would love to know what
And it was a
Whistling
problem.
Timmy did that caused a law against whistling underwater to be passed.
Exactly.
The
probably died.
Danes passed a law that if any Swede crosses the ice again, any Dane is legally allowed to beat him with a stick.
And that's why we carry sticks.
I
That's
didn't
why
know
we carry
that.
the
Yeah.
sticks.
Hey, Denmark, pretty bold law there, Denmark.
Well, if you march,
Danes to
I
Denmark.
hit.
We should be beating more Swedes. That's the
That's
only way
terrible.
we'll keep them out.
That's terrible.
Dominate Switzerland and then demand a tribute of hot chocolate.
We
Sticks.
should we
Flip
should be beating more Swedes and more Franks, more French people. I think that we should actually extend that law to French people.
Sacre bleu.
Hey, did you hear they actually caught the suspects who robbed the Louvre?
The Louvre? No, I didn't. I did not hear that. Who did it
That
end
came
up
in this
being?
morning. They got a couple French guys who were trying to leave. They got them at the airport with a couple of the items.
Oh well,
I'm impressed.
that
I
seems
thought
like
these-
a pretty open and shut case to me.
Yeah, I know they didn't get all the items, but I mean, like, I'm impressed. I really thought these detectives were going to be so incompetent that they were like, "Oh, I don't know," and let it go.
Well,
The ultimate irony will be if they made their sentence to become part of the exhibit.
What do you mean?
like just put the jail
Either,
cell
like-
as
I don't
like
know.
adjacent to the art displays, like, and these are the people that tried to steal it, and they're on display.
Yeah,
For
or
their
they
entire
just,
sentence.
or they make them like have to pose like a sculpture for like 20 hours a day or something every day.
When I pour soup on them, I would like to throw soup at them.
Soup.
Maybe some
Throw
oil.
soup at them. Why soup?
Only if you're
Yeah.
concerned about
Well,
the
that's what-
environment.
No, that's what they do when they want to damage paintings. Is the environmentalists go in and throw soup and oil at paintings?
Oh, the
so I
soup.
thought-
Oh, those idiots who think that like, oh, stop oil. This painting is oil. Like it's the same fucking kind of oil.
I don't think
Yeah,
they even.
soup.
You know.
That's great. Thanks
don't-
for throwing soup on a painting.
I don't think
You
they even
monkey.
think that. I think that they just want to do something that will piss off.
They just
people
want to be
as much as
online.
possible. They just
Yeah.
They just want to cause a
Those
stir and
people-
be the, be the star of the
Those
show for a
people
little while.
very obviously, they're very obviously motivated by attention, and like they want to be on the news. It's always like you can just look at those people and say, oh yeah, that's someone who probably tried to have like a YouTube channel at one time, and no, they just made like dumb shit no one wanted to watch, so no one like subscribed, so they now think they're all going to get famous like Greta Thunberg or something, like where they're all like, I want to stop oil. I'm going into this museum somehow, even though they have tight security, and I'm here and I'm going to throw soup on the Mona Lisa. Make me famous, please. And then to get as much camera like time as possible. You always notice this when the people come in to like arrest them or drag them away. They always suddenly get quadriplegia, and they all suddenly just turn into jellyfish people, and they just flop around like a dead fish, and they're just like, oh no, now you have to carry me out, because if I walked out, that would be dignified, and that would be like I'm cooperating, and that would not let me be on camera for as long. They should just, when they get those people, if you arrest those people and they flop over like a corpse like that, you should just throw them into a grave. There should be no trial, no due process. Like, oh, they're dead, well, just dig a grave and throw them in.
The psychology
over.
of that kind of reminds me of Poop Squatch, honestly. Like just the constant.
Yeah, that guy, that Andy Ditch guy, or what?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Don't go look up Andy Ditch, by the way. Please, God, do not go fucking look that up.
No, just listen to us.
It
We know too
will
much.
it will ruin your
Just
weekend.
listen to us. Yeah.
Don't look
Wait,
up Poop Squatch. Just listen to us. You don't want to go
Your
there.
only news source.
Don't believe what other people say about
Dave
Poop
was
Squatch.
amazing.
We're the only ones that can
I
tell
don't
you.
see how security and police officers can keep a straight face on the body cams of some of these creatures. I
You
would be
don't see
laughing
their
hysterically.
face on the body
No,
cam.
like when they deal with the crazy people that they pull over.
Have you seen body cam footage? Because the person wearing the body cam, they're not like, it's not like selfie time.
Yeah,
for
what
them.
are you talking about?
No,
Like
I mean-
other cops
no, I
in the
mean-
shot?
Yeah, there are other cops in the shot talking to, like, I've seen on cable TV when I'm at the hotels, like pulling people out of the car, like, I haven't been drinking, and they're like, I've been drinking, and you know, it's just like the lies are so nutty. I would just be laughing hysterically at these freaks. You know, the people running out of
Sometimes
their
they
cars
do laugh,
naked.
yeah.
Well, that's why you got.
I've seen like a couple of those where they actually do laugh at the people.
Well, Liz, that
They get
tendency
angry with
is
them.
that tendency is exactly why you were not fit for jury duty, because you seem to think it was a laughing matter that somebody was accused of being a rakist that was running around raking people with a rake.
There was a whole song in my head.
What song?
Oh,
It's from. Have you ever seen Hamlet 2?
Rake, rake, rake. Rake, rake, rake.
no, that's pretty good.
Rake your booty.
Raked in the face.
What song? What song was going
No,
through your
there's
head
this-
during that?
there's
I
this
really need to
song.
know.
There is a. Have you seen the movie Hamlet 2?
No, God, no. You forget who you're talking to? No, I've not
I'm
seen Hamlet
sorry.
too.
It's actually pretty
I'm
funny.
sorry.
The premise of I just gotta get the
It's
premise of
terrible.
the movie out. It's about
All
this
right.
person that was trying to make it as an actor in Hollywood, and they just totally failed and washed up, and now they're like a drama teacher in some high school in the middle of nowhere in Arizona. It's it's pretty great. And there's,
Oh, that actually sounds good. I thought you were talking about this stupid musical.
No, it's about a
They made
musical.
like a sequel
No,
to that.
it's about
I thought that's
him-
what you meant.
It's about him, the drama teacher, trying to find creative fulfillment, even though like his whole life is falling apart. So he's like, what can I do to finally be fulfilled creatively? And so he decides to make a sequel to Hamlet with his high schoolers.
Where everyone dies, by the way.
No, actually,
in Hamlet 1.
In Hamlet, everyone dies, and he didn't like that ending. So in Hamlet 2, he fixes it, and the whole movie is about his like insane attempt to
This
fix
sounds
Hamlet.
funny. This actually
It
sounds
is.
good.
It's
Now
really funny. See? Give it a chance. But anyway,
I
the
thought
point...
you meant it was that a horrible musical. Yeah, I no. This sounds like something I would want to watch. Actually, that's really funny.
No, but let me keep talking about it. So anyway, in his version of the sequel to Hamlet,
Wait,
he brings in
I have more
he
things
brings
to
in
say.
time travel and Jesus,
Yeah.
and then the song is called "Raped in the Face." Then he makes he makes his students perform the song "Raped in the Face" with Jesus.
Yeah, his
Who is-
believe that this is the song that went through your head during jury duty trials.
And so in my head, I just started singing in my head "Raked in the Face,"
yeah with a K, rake,
and I started giggling.
because it was a rake assault allegation. It was not proven yet. The trial was still to occur. But Liz was not fit to sit on that trial due to the
It's too bad, 'cause I
the constant stream of chuckling.
I had a lot to learn. I was very young. Probably 5 years ago. I forget.
I got out of jury duty by just telling them that I'm a cartoonist, and that did the trick. They're like, all right, so what's your profession? I'm a cartoonist. Please leave. Thank you. Goodbye.
We don't need you determining if someone gets the death penalty or not.
Apparently not. Apparently me coloring gargoyles and blue tri-unicorns standing around here does not qualify me to dispense justice.
No, it's
Blue
not the cartoonist thing. Well, that's what he is. But anyway, no, I think it's because you were having a federal court case, cartoonist.
Well, that's also
That they just
the other
didn't
thing
wanna
they
talk
asked
to
was
you.
they're like, have you been involved in any of the other court cases? I'm like, yeah, I'm in a federal lawsuit involving cartoons. Why? What's up? Yeah, I'm involved in some other legal stuff. That's kind of how I roll. Do you want me on the jury or not?
It's real high profile stuff, real dangerous.
I know, he's kind of a big deal. And if they ask what's still going on,
Well-
if your jury duty is going on, you're totally in federal court, Dave.
Well, I mean, at the time it was, but
You
now
should start telling
it's
people
not.
that. You're like, I survived a high profile federal case.
Well, I mean,
It's
technically,
on
Real
perplexity.
crafty.
everything except for the phrase "high profile," I think applies. I mean, we did have someone come after us in federal court. That did happen, and we did survive and crush them because they were silly. I think I can legally say
yeah.
that they were silly. That's just an opinion. But in terms of it being like a
I think
high
by
profile,
its nature, that would be qualified as an opinion. Yeah.
yes, but it would not be accurate. I don't think it would be accurate to say it was a high profile federal case. It's like whatever the
Our last
opposite
is being-
is of a
okay.
high profile. It was that.
Our last is being spicy, and it was at night. The rake attack was at night, so whatever. I didn't get the whole story, but I heard enough.
You could have got more of the
form my own
story if you
opinion.
could have contained your chuckles, but that ship has sailed.
No. I got to go home early, and I didn't get my $6 an hour.
You did not get your
Whatever.
$6 an hour. Maybe next time, if you can contain your mirth, you'll get the goods.
I really couldn't. Somebody pretended to be sleepy to get out of jury duty.
The dwarf?
I think that would be everybody.
I'm too sleepy. I'm tired.
I'm
Every
grumpy,
day.
and we have to go see how Snow White is coming along. Okay, no jury duty for you.
I have heard. Oh no, this wasn't a show. Somebody dressed up as Princess Leia to get jury duty.
Are there like laws against ridiculous things like that to get out of jury duty? Because I feel like if there's no law against it, like everyone could just dress up as Princess Leia.
Just put a costume on to go to court. What's the
I
big
would
deal?
totally do that. I would totally cosplay as, Supergirl in jury duty.
Yeah, what would you cosplay as in court to get out of court?
Court, or as I like to call it,
I would.
Halloween every day.
I would go dressed as my OC.
Bring up fursuit. No, I wonder if you'd be a different one every day, or it would be the same one every day. I would spend money on this.
This day I go to court as this OC. The next day I go as my next OC. I rotate them out.
You want to cause fireworks? Go to court cosplaying as a judge. You're gonna get some serious shit fast.
Just sit in the judge's chair.
Sexy police officer.
Bring your own little like gavel in your robes and like just interrupt the lawyers whenever you want to from the jury box. You get such dirty looks from the judge.
Dressed as like a cat burglar, like one of those guys with the white and black horizontal striped shirts and the mask and the beret.
Yeah, and then when you get bored, just like sneak out of the jury box, but do it with like the really exaggerated cartoon sneak, where your arms are up and your knees are coming up to your chest with every step.
I'd rather go as like sexy Catwoman, something with a mask.
Oh, now I want to. Now, why did I mess up jury duty? That could have been the time of my life. I've lost the opportunity. But I guess I couldn't tell them that I'm not involved in a federal lawsuit. I kind of was a little bit.
You kind of wanted to. I could tell you wanted to.
Well, at the time, I was like, I don't want to be. Do they let you draw in jury? Do they let you draw when you're in jury?
Too.
I was like, yeah. I was like looking at AI. Do they let you draw in the? And it's like, no, they don't let you draw pictures. They don't let you draw comics there. And I was like, well, I don't want to do it then. Then I don't want to do it.
I know. I had a jury duty in Columbus, and I got a lot of Volume 2 work done on the laptop. I got so much work done. It's incredible. And it was because they just sat me in a room with a bunch of other people, and they never called me to do anything. But I had to show up just in case.
Well, yeah, you were like on
and
standby.
Then they put
you were like,
treasure...
what are they called? The bench warmers in jury duty. You were one of those.
I don't know, but they put National Treasure 2 on, and all these boomers were like, oh yeah, this is a good movie.
What? National Treasure 2?
Yes.
Are you
on
kidding?
the TV.
National Treasure 2
No.
is a fantastic movie if you look at it as a psychological deep dive into Nicolas Cage going just balls to the wall insane, and that it's all like some delusion.
And he, the president needs his help, and there's a secret message in the desk.
Of course, the president's my
leads to,
best
a
friend,
tunnel.
and he needs my help, obviously. Oh yeah, there's a secret passage right here. I knew there would be. What a coincidence. Yeah, that's great. That's like a pinnacle drama right there.
I'm pretty sure Nicolas Cage helped write all of his script lines too. And they say, Dave, that's every Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah, I can absolutely believe he was part of the creative process for that movie.
I don't know, right? Script? I'm not sure we watched the same movie.
No, I didn't watch it. I just did work to it.
You just worked to it?
But yeah, but all the old people watched it very religiously and thought that was the best movie ever. And I was
It's
just sitting
so
there coloring
crazy the
leaves.
things. It's so crazy the things old people think are just so cool.
But whatever. I got a lot of book work done, and I got paid $6 an hour, which is great because I don't get paid for my book work. So I thought that was the best thing ever. I like that jury duty, not the rake jury duty. That involved work.
Not the other jury duty.
No, I wasn't allowed to work on things during that. I had to sit there and listen to people.
You should have told them to put on Remo Williams. All those old people would have been in a really good mood.
What is Remo Williams?
It's a horrible, horrible action movie from, I think, the 80s. It's like a cop gets, it's like almost like a RoboCop type thing, but it's like instead of him becoming a robot, they just give him facial reconstructive surgery and put him undercover to
Is that
take
Face
out.
Off?
It's like that, but there's only one character, and none of them are interesting, and there's not even like funny things that happen. But I remember
Huh.
like this like American, like this the friend I had, he said that his dad in America was like, he was really like obsessed with that movie, and he'd always wondered like why they never made a sequel to it. And I was like, I want to see this. So like we found it somewhere. Like you couldn't even like pirate it, because it was just like so you couldn't find it anywhere. But like he found it somewhere, or I think he said like he got his DVD and just made like a copy of it or something, and we watched it, and it was just like there's a scene where like he's running from some dogs, like attack dogs, and it's like very obviously like split screened in, and you can just see that, and you can see like I don't know how to describe, like he's running across like what's supposed to be like a very narrow like tightrope or something, like to get away from the dogs, and you can see like the camera like fuck up and like move a little bit, and when you do, you can see that it's obviously just like a platform that he's running on, that they like split screened the like it was like a rope or something there.
Okay, well, we're over time, and you can't get on me for describing memes on here if you're going to describe movies you've seen. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Who got mad at you for describing memes? What are you talking
Dave.
about?
Oh, me,
Dave
I
got me.
descended upon her with fury and ferocity last stream. She was like, I'm describing a meme, and the audience was like, we're all having fun. And I was like, what? Not? Now I'm going to get you, Liz. And that's how it went down, if I remember. Describing a meme when they could just look at it? What kind of a stream is this?
I can't. It's easier to talk about a meme than find the link and Google it and then put it everywhere. So,
You tried to reason with me, but I was in psycho mode, and there's no reasoning with David in psycho mode, as we all know.
you should definitely write dialogue when you do that. You're putting textures in. How good.
Put it-
Oh, goodness. They like how this page came so far, and they screen captured the panel with center. No, you can make an edit of it. We're just here. We don't care. If we have a special page that has like spoilers, we won't stream it. And basically, if you see us here working, there might be some spoiler stuff or hints of what's coming, and that's completely fair. And Mammo grabs screenshots to AI with all the time, so do whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, have fun.
We do like to see the stuff.
If we ever put something out into the public and it's like, whoops, I didn't mean to put that out there. It's like, well, if it's out
all
there,
fair game.
then if it's out there, then you can have fun with it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But it is probably the end of. We're a little over stream time, but it was fun. Thanks for hanging out, Hazen. It was a good time. And everyone, reminder, get your fan art in before the deadline. Excuse me. I burped for Halloween. I guess that's a thing I do now.
Good job.
But anyways.
Good job.
Nice.
I just got cricketed. But dreamkeeperscomic.com/Halloween. That has all the info you need to enter. And you can enter with Dreamkeepers characters or any other Vivid series. If you want to do something for UberQuest, Bethlehem, Cloud Scratcher, GarageBand, go nuts. And yeah, that's the big thing for this week. Halloween coming up. Fan art contest. It's going to be... Oh yeah, Yark as well. Can't believe I forgot Yark.
We need more Riri fan art, so yeah, please someone do Yark.
We do. Riri is really cute. All right. Well, that's it for now. I think any announcements.
Hey, wait!
I'm
I have to
forgetting?
ask.
Thank you, Aerolast, for the links.
Mammo, anytime. You always get midstream stuff off of you. That's a screenshot of what Dave's doing. I don't know what you do or how you do it, but you're doing something.
It's always fun.
Is Lop okay with AI art? I know he gets kind of touchy about Elon and Twitter, so I don't know if he likes Riri stuff.
I don't know. I mean, if people make art, I don't think he's going to be able to stop very many of them. But the contest is not just AI things.
No, I know. I just what I'm trying to say is nobody's put Riri that Dave drew in AI yet, so I haven't seen that. So I just don't know what Lop would think of any AI fan art, or if he could
I
even
don't
tell.
know. Go ask him. I don't know.
Yeah, you go in the Discord and ask first before you do it. Might be okay. I don't know. We're okay with it, so he might have a demo.
Yeah, I've heard that there's a. I don't know if
there's
it's
supposed to be a demo coming very soon. Is what he told me.
nice.
Arles wanted to make a Riri piece, but he doesn't have the energy. Well, if you wanted to make a Riri piece later, I'm sure he'd love to see it.
Yeah, especially when artists or a game developer isn't necessarily like also an artist. When they see fan art, it's like I think it hits a special like gratitude button deep in their soul, where they're like, "Hey, someone drew my character for my game, yay!"
And they feel
Hell
like what they
yeah.
do matters, and that maybe they get a little bit of attention and fame, and they're getting around. They like it.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for chilling with us. This has been a fun one. We'll see you on Halloween for even more fun. Stream ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.